Hey y'all, welcome to Mirror Expressions. If you've been here before, welcome back. If not, welcome to. Alright, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Today we are starting a new one. We will be reviewing Abbott Elementary. I love that show. I'm so glad it got renewed for a new season. But before we get started, take a minute to drop a mirror emoji in the chat along with just a simple hey if you have looked in the mirror today and you are A1 with what you see looking back at you. And if not, as always, I encourage y'all to do whatever you must to get back to a healthier you. So that when you do look in the mirror, yes, honey, you are happy with your reflection. All right, y'all. Go ahead and take a moment to hit that like and subscribe button. And we going to go ahead. So I'm just going to give a quick rundown of season 1. So we got our characters, our main characters, right? Janine, she's Janine Teagues. She's our main character, right? Second grade teacher, and her boyfriend, or at this point ex-boyfriend, is Tariq, something like that along the lines. Then we have Miss Melissa. She's another second grade teacher. She's been there for a minute. Miss Barbara, she's another teacher. She's the seasoned teacher out of the bunch. Jacob, he's a new teacher along with Janine. Gregory, he is a sub, right? And at the very end, he ended up taking a position. So he's a newbie too. Well, let me go back to Gregory. And then we also find out toward the end of last season that he was actually applying to be the principal over at Abbott. And so here he is subbing when he really wants to be a principal. And so the principal is Ava, and she's a hoot. And then we got the janitor, Mr. Johnson, right? All right, so those are your characters. Season 2, episode 1, Development Day. So we left season 1 with Janine ended things with Tariq. And Gregory coming on staff. Like I said, he decided to go ahead and accept the full-time teacher position. And he's also dating Barbara's daughter, Taylor. They got their grant. Barbara kind of did a little blackmailing and, made it possible for them to get their grant. So that's kind of how things ended last season. So this episode, we catching up with Janine, right? She's on her way to school. This is the first week back for the teachers. You know how they go and get things ready or whatever. And so she's just catching us up on her breakup and how it was hard. Yeah, we see Tariq unfazed as he's getting into this car with his things to move away. He just bumping out like, yeah, like breaking up one inch for you. Like, y'all, I love this show. It is always so funny. So many funny moments. But anyway, oh boy, he was stunning her butt. And then we also find out that she has changed her part in her hair. And she is so excited about this, right? Hold on to that piece of information, right? Y'all know how things kind of always come full circle, even the smallest things. So anyway, it's development week at the school, and Ava, she's hosting a barbecue first thing in the morning in the parking lot in Janine's spot. So Janine's getting there. She's just like, you in my parking spot. So, and she tells her she can either pay or go park somewhere else. So anyway, we found out that Barbara is expecting a student in a wheelchair. And so we learned that she was able to get a ramp. I think I was trying to add ramp and grant together. So she was able to get a ramp with the grant money that they had received. And so now she's working on getting her student an accessible desk, right? So they have an assembly, and during the assembly, we learned that some of the classes would be combined due to there being a teacher shortage, right? We learned that Jacob would be teaching a course on American Sign Language. Janine, she's going to be in charge of hosting a mixer that she says will include wisdom swap, where the seasoned teachers will give advice to the new teacher. She also said she secured Gritty or Grilly. Gritty. I think it was Gritty. I don't know. Gritty. We gonna go with Gritty. So apparently he's this big time mascot there, but she secured him to come meet the children on the first day of school. Right, so everybody got excited about that. Actually, they weren't too excited about her mixer that she's playing, though. Oh, but y'all know how Janine is. Anyway, so at the end of the assembly, Melissa finds out that her class is one of the classes that will be combined. And baby, Melissa was not happy about that. She was P.O. Meanwhile, Gregory is surprised at this thick ass package that they received, right? I'm trying to see. Like, y'all know I be exaggerating. So the packet was like this thick. And it was full of like expectations of everything that they were supposed to go over with the students by the end of the year. So, you know, he's freaking out about this. Like, how are they going to get all this done in time? You know, and Barbara just kind of like unfazed. She's just like, you do what you can, basically. Like, nobody ever gets through their entire packet and teach everything that they want the children to know within that packet. And his thing is, he don't want the kids to get behind. He wants to be able to teach them everything they can before going to the next grade. But Barbara, like I said, Barbara, they're walking down the hall together, and Barbara's just like, whatever. She actually on the phone. She busy trying to get her student an accessible desk, so she's making a call to the school board, and she gets excited when she finally gets somebody to answer, because apparently nobody has been answering her. So when she gets somebody to answer, she realizes that it's the janitor, Mr. Johnson. Apparently, his number got put in the school district phone book by mistake back in 2003, and he's just never had it changed. So he's getting these calls, and they're not going to the right people, right? Too funny. So, anyway, Jacob he stops by Janine's class, right? And he's asking her, will she help him, with his ASL course? You know, he wants her to act out a role during the process. So she agrees. And so in turn, she's like, okay, I need a little help too. I need to come up with something to do with the people during the mixer, blah, blah. So he gives this suggestion. And she's like, yeah, that'll be a good idea. So he's like, well, let me go look up some questions for you. So he goes and gets on her computer, right? And while he's on there trying to look up some stuff, she gets this email come through, right? Well, her email has a preview thing on her computer. So it shows up with like who it's from and like the title and probably like the first 3 lines of the email, something similar to that effect. So anyway, the email pops up and it's just like, basically, you're late on your rent for the past 3 months and you're gonna get evicted, right? And so he asks her like what it is. And so Janine, she explains that ever since Tariq and her broke up, that she's just not been able to cover the rent well, the entire rent, because they were splitting it 80-20 with, you know, who was paying the 80, right? Because he wasn't doing that with his life. But anyway, so he was responsible for the 20%. She just said since he's been gone, she just has been struggling to pay the whole rent. So, but you know, she downplaying it, tell him not to worry about it, not to worry about it. And at the same time, as he continues to try to look up stuff, she gets this other email like, okay, I know where you live, you gonna be gone, you and your stuff, basically. I said, poor Janae, she just can't catch a break right now, baby. So over to Gregory's room. He just, I don't know, he got his whole room set up like a little boot camp or something. Like everything is just like uber organized, even down to the chairs. He got the students' pictures on the back of the chairs. He got this big old chart on the whiteboard about when he's gonna cover this, you know, what time, how long, the frequency, all the way down to the seconds. I was just like, oh my goodness. So he's in there, and then Barbara comes in. Now he's doing this right, so to make sure he gets everything covered in that big packet that he received. So Barbara comes in, and she's trying to bring him back down to reality, that his intentions are good, but you can't account for everything. Like, there are going to be unexpected things that happen and situations that arise that you just cannot account for. Because, baby, even he told her, you got 2 minutes before I got to get back to what I'm doing. Oh, poor Gregory, poor Gregory. Anyway, so Barbara, she still wanted her desk, and Mr. Johnson has the nerves to bring her a doggone cafeteria, a doggone cafeteria table, like one of those long tables. Like, what's she gonna do with that? What, Mr. Johnson? Now you know. So, Jacob he fills the crew in on what's going on with Janine, right? About her about to be evicted. And so Gregory calls to Janine about it, and he asks her, and she kind of tries to downplay the situation. And then she really kind of upset with Jacob for telling everybody, you know what I'm saying? So at this point, we down to the mixer, Janine's mixer, right? It's happening, it's going on. And then she and Gregory, they catch them a little chit chat while he's trying to help her set up the computer or the TV screen for a presentation that she's going to give. So she kind of asked him, well, how are things going with him and Taylor? Like, are they still dating? And we found out that they are. And so Gregory kind of asked her, well, how is she doing since the breakup? Has she started to date again? And she's like, you know, no, she hasn't. She just wants to focus on school right now. She's not seeing anyone. So as the mixer is going on, Mr. Johnson comes in and he interrupts. And he's just like, who's driving a beat-up sedan? Y'all, tell me why everybody in that room stared. Baby, ain't nobody got no money to drive a better car than a beat-up sedan. Baby, all them hands went up. Do you hear me? So after being a little bit more descriptive, Janine realizes that it's her car. So she goes out to find out what's going on. And there's a boot being put on her car. So she tries to stop him for putting the boot on. And she's just like, why are you doing this? And he's just like, because you have a lot of unpaid tickets. And she's just like, well, my ex-boyfriend, Tariq, got all of those while he was driving it, and I'm not going to pay for his responsibility. And he's just like, this is your car, so it doesn't really matter who got them because they coming back to your car, so you are responsible for them. She's like, wait a minute, what if I move my car? Child, now the boot is on the car at this point, right? Y'all, why did she get in her car and try to pull off with that doggone boot? I said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Janine. So while she's trying to take off in the car with the boot on it, Gritty walks up in front of her. Now Gritty, that's the mascot, right? So she hops out the car and just like, no, why are you here? You're supposed to be here next Monday when the kids come, right? So he started doing this, because he got on this big old mask, and so he can't talk. So he tried to, tell her what's up with his hands. And Jake go act like he translates some sign language. Well, Gritty is saying that you scheduled him to come today, and that he doesn't think he'll be available next week. So Janine pulls out her calendar, I guess, or her reservation, and she realizes that she mixed up the day. She did ask for him to come the first day that the teachers come back versus the first day that the students actually come back. So she's just getting all frustrated at this point. Like nothing is going right for her. So she kicks the darn car. It hurts her foot. Baby, poor Janine, she just having a hard time, baby. So, she finally admits to the gang that she feels like she's drowning with just everything that's going on, right? And so they're all sympathetic towards her. They start to encourage her, and Gritty even gives her a hug, right? So while the two of them are hugging, then Ava comes up and try to join the hug too, like a third person in the hug, right? So you really thinking you feel you get this empathetic side from Ava, because y'all know she is very much self-absorbed, right? So, but then it lasts too long, because baby, she pulled out that camera, turned around, took a selfie real quick, and then go walk away talking about, I just have to edit Janine now. Oh, that Ava, she gonna forever be self-absorbed. Anyway, Jacob ends up loaning Janine the money to help her pay her bills, right? And on the first day of school, instead of having Gritty there, Mr. Johnson dresses up as a tree out of all things to greet the children. And we kind of just see all the teachers, like how Miss Barbara had the student with a wheelchair. We see her greeting her students, including that child, and utilizing the ramp that she had got built in with the grant money. We see Jacob use the sign language with one of his kids. We see Melissa with her second graders and third graders. So, we're seeing all these, you know what I'm saying? And we later find out that Gregory found an ADA desk down in the basement. He remembered somebody saying that they had a student like that once before. So he had asked Mr. Johnson about it, but Mr. Johnson, lazy boy, didn't want to go down there and look. So Gregory went down there and swung through the all the cobwebs and dust and stuff, and he actually found the desk, got it cleaned up, and took it to Miss Barbara's class. So we see the student going to that particular table and just being happy that he had his little boy, he had something to fit his needs, right? Gregory also mentions to Janine that he's noticed that she's changed the part in her hair and that he likes it. Baby, and Janine just lit up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, I just love this show. It's so cute. And then it always has this little cheesy, funny moments. They're so cheesy. It just makes it even funnier. I just love this show. But anyway, so I can't wait to see what the rest of this season holds. But that was episode 1. We're off to a good start. So anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to please pray for me just like I will always pray for you, my Facebook family and friends. Talk to y'all later. Bye.